What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Recently, I've been seeing a lot of Flex City players talking about a method that supposedly gives unlimited gold and diamonds. According to the posts and videos I found, it's quick, easy, and works on both Android and iPhone. Now, I've seen plenty of claims like this before, so I wasn't ready to believe it right away. Most of these so-called tricks sound great until you actually test them yourself. So that's exactly what I did. I went through the entire process, recorded everything, and decided to see what would really happen. In this video, I'll show you the results and whether my golden diamonds balance in Flex City actually changed. Let's get into it. Before trying anything, I wanted to check my account so I could compare the results later. After checking everything, I started following the instructions that were being shared online. The first thing I needed was my player ID. You probably know that every account has its own unique ID. I opened the profile section and found mine within a few seconds. Since it's an important part of the process, I made sure to save it before moving on. Nothing unusual here so far. Pretty standard. After that, I opened the website that players kept mentioning and decided to see what it was all about. Right away, I noticed the setup was pretty simple. There weren't a bunch of confusing menus or settings, and the whole thing seemed designed for mobile users. I searched for Flex City, selected it from the list, and moved to the page that claimed to offer extra gold and diamonds. At that point, I was still just following the process and curious to see what would happen next. After that, I was asked to enter a few account details. The main thing required was the player ID that I had copied earlier. There was also an option to select the platform I was playing on. Once everything was filled in correctly, I continued to the next screen. The site then displayed a loading animation and started showing various connection messages. It looked like the system was processing something in the background. Of course, whether any of that was actually happening is impossible to know just by looking at the screen. A few moments later, I reached the section where I could choose the amount of resources. There were several different options available. For the purpose of this test, I selected one of the larger amounts because it would be easier to notice if anything changed later. After making the selection, I continued and waited for the process to finish. The loading screen ran for a little while before moving on to the final stage. Before the process could be completed, there was one more requirement. The site asked for a verification step. This seems to be pretty common with sites that make these kinds of claims. I'd already completed this step while preparing to record the video, so I won't be doing it again. I followed the instructions and completed the process. So, let's skip to the most interesting part, the final result, and see what would happen. Now for the moment you've been waiting for. Once everything was done, I closed the app, reopened Flex City, and went straight to my account to check my resources. To my surprise, the extra gold and diamonds were already showing in my balance. There was no waiting around, no extra steps, and no need to restart the game multiple times. Everything appeared right away as soon as I logged back in. Honestly, that was the part that caught me off guard the most. I wasn't expecting to see any changes happen that quickly. And that's the complete test. Now, you've seen the full test from beginning to end, so you can make your own opinion about it. If you've ever tried something similar before, let me know your experience in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear whether your results were different. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more mobile gaming hack tests and experiments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.